Hey, real quick, I'm going to be including the episode number to each one of these animes in the pinned comment below so you know exactly where I am at the time of this recording.
まさか貴様失念しているわけではあるまいか。私にも挽
Hey
回の
guys, welcome to YaBoyRocklee show. I'm your host, Rocklee. It's been a while since I've covered the top anime that I'm reacting to, and I do apologize. As of late, I've started the top 10 channel, and I've been doing the Eminence, and all of a sudden I was looking back and I was like, wait, I just stopped. Cold turkey. I just stopped. Crazy. So we're gonna go through with this list, and I'm gonna start off with listing the 13 animes I'm reacting to right now, and then I will go from rank 5 down to 1. And I want to be very clear, just because something is not in the top 5, that doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, there's only going to be one show on this list. You're going to see what it is. I'll explain. It's just that you can only pick 5. Really off topic, I picked a top 10 K-drama on the top 10 channel, and then people were mad that people were not on this top 10 list because these people are very handsome. And it's like, yeah, they're very handsome. And there's well over 1 million people in this country, and only 10 are on the list. That doesn't mean that anyone who's not on the list is not handsome. It doesn't even mean they're not very handsome. There can only be 10, and there's so many options. So, the 13 anime that I am watching at this moment is Tokyo Revengers, Apocetheary Diaries, Undead Unluck, One Piece, Frieren, Eminence In Shadow, Dr. Stone, Spy X Family, the X is pronounced, Shield Hero, 100 Girlfriends, Goblin Slayer, Shangri-La Frontier. I wrote Eminence on here twice, so I'm like, am I missing something? I am. Jujutsu Kaisen. It didn't even make the top 10. Jujutsu Kaisen fans are going to be massively upset. Or will they? We will see. The mystery is brewing. So, beginning with number 5, working our way up to the number 1 anime. So this was actually a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. The number 5. This means that it's not numero uno, right? It is 100 Girlfriends. It was a fantastic episode. Oh my God, mama. You know, the reason why it didn't push me is just because while the episode was fantastic, the mother stole everything, and that's the highlight of the episode for me. Whereas the overall storyline of them trying to get into this house, it was a good episode. It was a funny episode, but I wouldn't really think about it very much after the fact, other than mom and wanting to be with her. And to me, it seems unfair, or if I just be real, it's like that's all that really left with me that episode. From an anime story writing point of view, it doesn't matter. I would have carried on to the next episode. So it was perfectly produced. They had some funny humor in there. I didn't catch on the first time when fly, you fools! The Lord of Rings reference. What was the other thing? I thought Nano was very funny. She pulled some epic feats, and when they had the cat scene, I thought that was so funny. They were like, "What's over there?" Meow. It was the fakest thing. It was very funny. So it definitely has a lot of funny moments, and it is very good writing. And I spent a lot almost defending myself on why it's not number 1, and I'm not gonna do that for the rest of the video. I'm just gonna tell you what's good, but all these animes are liked, you know, especially if it made it into the top 5 list. So going on to number 4, working our way down. All right. So coming in at number 4, we got Frieren. I think number 4 is a good spot. So I'll just focus on what I liked about Frieren, why it's on number 4, not why it's only number 4. Fantastic episode. Certainly left me thinking about it. Himmel continues to be Himothy in the most unique ways, man. So we also had Fern and Stark's birthday. We're gonna talk about that first because I actually consider Himmel a highlight, though I had more fun with Stark's and Fern's back and forth. That was a real life situation that guys and girls go with, and I hope that the ladies were watching that episode, because the homie told Fern some very important advice, and it was, your guy's an idiot. Why do you expect your idiot love interest to do any better? Meet him where he's at, and yo, my girl came, so I can't. I gotta say my next point, but I'm so self-conscious because she's dang. So here it is, man. So we got a two-part shower head, right? And I always leave the nozzle part on, so when she hits the shower, it just catches her with cold water. She's never expecting it there. And she always tells me, if that's the last thing you use, switch it to the other head. Okay, so the reason why I always use this nozzle, right? Because it's warm. It's warm water, right? And you can put it on a lot of particular areas of the human body, and it's relaxing. So I love that. I love it. So anyways, I forget. And it's the 5th time I've forgotten. And I had to just tell her, I'm like, look, man, the only thing I got is I just can't use it because I am going to forget. I forgot to post this for 4 weeks. 4 weeks I've gone by without posting this thing, without even knowing. Like, I'm going to forget until it is ingrained in my habit. You got to expect that. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. See, I'm the kind of person that, like, when I say, like, I stick to schedules, and when the schedule doesn't work, I freak out because it takes a lot for me to even acquire the schedule, and then there's the whole thing. You don't want to hear all that. But I went through it. It's like, yo, I'm dumb. You know I'm dumb. You know I'm forgetful. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's been how many years? So I like that it took a homie to tell Fern that so she could be patient with the homie Stark. And I actually love that. It almost makes me want to move this further up on the list because, as you guys saw, the way I talk about number 5 and the way I talk about number 4 is not the same. Then we move forward to Frieren's aspect and to find out that this ring that, look how she easily lost it and then had to recover it, was given to her by Himmel, and that he more likely knew what it meant. And she is just realizing this. Oh my God. I'm gonna do this as a separate video, why Frieren was so great. I gotta just isolate it. Anyways, I feel like I should do that with most, whatever, I'm gonna just keep spitting. So I thought that was incredibly beautiful. I'm normally not really into things like that, but the way it pulls it off and the way it was relatable and the way you don't expect it was incredibly beautiful. This is the first time where I actually would be more impressed or more happy if the dude died a virgin. Because usually I'm like, yo, man, you gotta be out there. You can't be dying a virgin. You can't be out there not getting the cheeks. Whole bunch of toxic, masculine, fake gangster / real gangster mentality. But because Himmel was Himmel, which also goes to show what happens when people respect your name, period, right? And I'm gonna get back to respecting the name. So because it's Himmel, I'm like, yo, I would not lose respect for him for dying a virgin. In fact, I might lose respect for him being the hero and then getting his thing dirty with anything else but Frieren. Like, that's crazy, bro. You the hero. You him. These other girls ain't even worthy of you. That's how I started thinking of him. So anyways, going to the reputation I was talking to you guys about, when you have to constantly prove and demonstrate to people why you're important, why you're that person, you have already failed, okay? Being great, respected, or whatever, by the way, not that you should actually have to worry about it. I'm just speaking on, like, if that's your thing. You could not be in the room and they respecting you. You could have been gone for 29 years and you got people saying, so what if he died a virgin? He was him. We knew he could have did it. You want that kind of reputation if you care about it, that you don't have to continuously fight for your reputation after you've achieved it. That thing is on autopilot. Himmel is working on residual respect. Okay? It's not active where he has to work every day to get his respect. He has set up investments of his time and his energy so that long after he has stopped, he is still earning respect. You want to run a business, you want to run life like the way Himmel did it. Oh my God. After this dude is gone, He got the greatest woman on earth trying to figure out how she missed it. So now she's on a 10-year journey trying to figure out how she fumbled the bag. If that's him. That's why he's called Himothy. That's why he's called Himmel. Because he's him. And people were like, him, like a songbook? And they're like, no, him. So they had to add the M-E-L because of dumb people like me wouldn't have known how to say his name. God, so much respect on Himmel. Now we're gonna move forward. I don't know how this man took up so much of my time. Like I said, man, we are going to have to, dang it, I got so distracted with Himmel, I lost my routine. I'm gonna have to break off that video. Some of you might see this twice because it's so good, but I'm gonna have the other one betterly edited. Anyways, moving on to number 3. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm actually ashamed to tell you about number 3. Yo, boy, it's not even fair. It's not. This has no business being on anybody's 3. I'm gonna even tell you, even though this is my 3rd, I would not recommend this anime over Frieren. But it is what it is. Each week, certain things might move me more. I enjoyed this episode. It was so fun, but it's for reasons that are not academically interesting, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. So here it is. I've been hyping up Kasaki, almost like a meme. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he's out killing people, doing some gangster stuff. And you know that thing about like believing your own eyes? You're believing your own lies. I need you to understand that when I hype someone up or I get invested in somebody, let me rephrase this. When I'm invested in somebody, that is 100% of the time authentic. It's the initial investment. May not have been serious, right? But you just took a bet, you just took a gamble or whatever, and you just happened to get invested in your money or in your investment. So that's what happened with Kasaki. I threw in some investment in him, and then when he started fumbling or doing great, I rejoiced in it. Ha 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 ha. So when he fumbles, I'm like, oh shit, I look bad. He's making me look bad. So my memeing this character has led to some fantastic emotional moments, and the highlights in the last episode was fantastic with Kasaki. I thought the fight that Mikey was having was good, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I put this at number 3 because of how much joy I had, and I'm invested in seeing what happens with this storyline because I've been memeing it. But this is in no shape or form a superior quality to my 4th and 5th picks here. But my experience in this show was goated. So it's here. This week, I really enjoyed this episode. Last week, I wouldn't have put it up there. But I arguably could have because it also made me very upset. But has this show gotten me to care? The answer is yes. Do I think it's a fantastic show? That is debatable. But I care, and I'm as invested as some of y'all out there. Yo, what was I doing? What was I doing? The Kasakis, man. It's Kasaki season. When I speak this into existence, I commit. So let me tell you something. You can say a lot of things about me, but if I don't F with you, and I'm like, yo, that's that dude over there. Yo, he's one of us. Even if I said that as a meme, because I said it, I'm gonna stick to it. So now, even if you're the most annoying person on the planet, we ride together because I said it. I spoke it into existence, and I'm convicted to those commitments. Other than waifus now, I'm switching it up. It's whoever's most appealing to me right now. Anyways, we're done with Tokyo Revenger. Is this showing my background when I do this? I gotta know what my weaknesses are. Cause it just did it, didn't it? Oh well. Anyways, we're gonna jump into number 2. Number 2, Eminence In Shadow. Yep. Fan freaking tastic. I actually just rewatched it before I did this video. Listening to Eminence In Shadow with headphones is the experience that you guys need to be having. Because there's so much of the voice acting and the acoustics and the soundtrack that is chosen to prepare for the epic moments or set the scene, set the mood, or set the tone that goes unappreciated. And what I liked about it is just a sheer irony. Things not working out the way they're supposed to. You know, Sid is really trying and this doesn't work out. You can't predict how it's not going to work out, other than you know it's not going to go according to Sid's plans. And how Sid is see what Sid is doing is Sid is always changing the story, affecting the outcome, but he doesn't have mastery of what I call and learned from him actually chaos theory. Wow, I feel like it's here. Follow me. Epsilon understands how to rock her jugs in a way that Sid can't for his narrative. He should be taking lessons for Epsilon. She mastered chaos theory. What that is for her is her things move 100% natural. How I perceive how Sid could be using chaos theory is as he's trying to get an outcome to occur, he does not take into account chaos. Just a whole bunch of stuff, ways people think, third party, lack of understanding, you name it. He doesn't take that into account. So you understand the general direction he wants to go, and there's also a term for it in math. It's like room for error, something. Margin of error. There's a whole plot line of margin of error. This dude is making like a loom. He's trying to make the loom for a multiverse. Man, it's actually pretty fascinating the way I can like really keep going at it. I'm also very high, so I keep that under control. Anyways, so where I was going with that is yes, he can move the general direction, but the true outcome, and he's kind of holding himself to a set of rules, which is a story. So the way this story painted out was fan-freaking-tastic. I talked my ass off. I gotta make it more to the point. So, seeing ass Perv just completely just lose it after he's been in so much confidence and so much control was hilarious. Mom getting pieced up with the 2 toes out. God, Rose just turning around, having the conviction to say what's right, and a good father holding the things down. I loved it, man. So that is number 2. And like I said, my video shouldn't be this long for these, and I apologize. So let's talk about number 1, and then I will talk about the final picks, or we'll talk about the shows that didn't get picked. So number 1, I can actually just do this right here, because you might have thought, oh, wait a second. Had to do a double take because I didn't say Apocetheary Diaries. I can only pick 5. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. I had a good time, man. It's I won't, there's the hope with Nobara. That is a lie, even though they clearly said don't have hope. Like, there is a small chance that everything's gonna work out for her, but like, don't bet on that. Absolutely betting on it. Woo! Thank God. And it's like, yo, I told you. So I felt really good. I love Mahito and his fighting. I like how he spoke to this homie Yuji, and he was just straight up like, I'm here to kill people. That's what I'm trying to do. And the more I just accept that and master this Black Flash, woo, the more complete of a curse I'm gonna be. You don't know what you want. You haven't figured it out. We are the opposite. Why are you trying to talk to me, understanding me, or whatever? I just like killing y'all. I like killing y'all. And I gotta change it to people. I gotta change it to killing y'all. Because it's the same way we take out roaches, the same way Mahito wiping them out. Wants to wipe out humans. Humans are nothing more or less than roaches to him in our world. And the speech that Toto gave Itadori, because Itadori is down, it's like, yo, even if you're down, like, you do these people a dishonor if their sacrifice goes in vain. But he didn't say it so simply. Like, everyone says that line, but more or less, that's the point. Like, yo, lift your head up. They knew what they signed up for. Like, they understood that they could possibly die, and you disrespect them by just shutting down. You're a sorcerer. We got to move forward. I might die. So Toto showing up is the same way. We may not win this. If I can protect my brother and try, that's my way. And for you to feel bad or and don't want to go on, you disrespect what you insult what I sacrificed myself for. I did sacrifice myself for that. So I thought that was a good speech, and the episode action was pretty good. I realized I've been talking very long. So number 1, that was number 1. That was 100% number 1. Yeah. yeah. All right, so now I can talk about shows that didn't make it to the list. So, Shield Hero did not make the list. Honorary for this 5, like this week as being a top 5. Honorary mention, in the previous weeks, I probably would have, because they've had fantastic moments. This goddamn girl over here, Alta, because I know a lot of you are not watching Shield Hero. She is awesome. Oh my god. Like, the way Naomi is surrounded by capable ass people, and at first I was hating on this girl, because you gotta watch girls like this. Trust me, you'll see if you watch the episode. But I can't deny that the episode gets me to care, and she's awesome. She's awesome, man. We reached the arc where the only thing that's kind of messed me up is I don't like this bow hero, and I'm able to get behind spear hero. I'm able to get behind sword hero. Bow hero in combination with that girl with the green ass here. They just kind of whatever, man. But you know, I don't hate watch. So you're never gonna see me going, oh my gosh, what are we watching? I don't do that, because I feel like if that's your mentality, just don't watch it. So no one's putting a gun to my head to watch the anime. So I usually make the best out of it. That's why I like trash people. Princess the Bia. Yo, trash. I find my joy wherever I can get it, man. Watching her manipulate you soft men. It gives me joy, it gives me pleasure. She keeps the story moving. So I love Miney as a character. As a person, whatever, man. She's cool. So I think the season has been worth it. And Shield Hero would have made it on my list multiple times. And we're gonna get into Undead Unluck. That is just fantastic. I just could only choose 5. I don't expect a lot of people are watching this based on the views. But the way they completely world build in front of you is something that I find very impressive in the show. See, in many other lore, right, they have to slowly tell you how things happened back then. But I don't know how to explain this to you without spoiling. Like, the world is building still. like, you know how, like, in My Hero Academia, they'll talk about when people had powers, etc., etc., and then we had to give that backstory. Like, you'll just be watching this show and no one even had powers. No one had powers. They have powers today. Today, the whole world got powers, and they've always had powers. So now the backstory happens. It's downloaded on everybody's mind, except for you, the main character. You don't know this. Now you also have powers. You don't know where it came from, but the world did. So now you gotta figure out, where did I get powers from? How did I get powers from? And everyone already knew this because, boom, world got built right there. That's how it happened. You looking for the Big Bang? Big Bang happened. Oh, this is interesting. Hear me out. So imagine that scientists have been trying to figure out how old the Earth is. Oh my God, someone please timestamp this, because it's going to be, I've said, it's a long video. Please, if you made it this far. So scientists have been trying to calculate how old the Earth is, and they say it's millions. The creationists in Christianity, I'm in the creationist group, by the way. Not the best representation of a Christian, so don't hold me to it. I'm a sinner. Oh my God, I'm awful. So there's that. Bad example of a Christian. Just telling you what I believe in. So we believe that the Earth has been around generally for thousands of years, 7 to 10,000 years. I think the answer is actually 7, 8-ish, but I'm a little rusty on my info. It would make sense, actually, that if God created the world, he created the world in a state that if you did carbon dating, if you did the carbon dating technique, you would see that, oh, the Earth is millions of years old. Like, the evidence is telling you that. But based on his timetable events, he did this within 7,000 years. It's just made to be mad old already. Like, it just entered existence being billions of years old, but it wasn't. It's only 7,000. Anyways, I've already believed that before doing this. It seemed like I had an epiphany, but I actually remembered. You could look up this name, a guy named Kent Hovind. Oh, damn. Kent Hovind is in jail? What? Alabama evangelist Kent Hovind arrested on domestic. This is not what I wanted. 15 felony. Oh my God. Yo, this I haven't listened to this man in ages. I just grew up because he debunks like the scientists, Christian fundamental, tax protester, controversial figure in the young Earth creationist movement. See, that's how I know the guy. I knew this. See, sometimes people call me dumb, by the way. And it's like, man, I got information, but it's never relevant here. And the things I want to talk about, like, I probably ruined the video because I talk excessively long, but I might treat it like a podcast. But like, I know this kind of stuff because I follow people like him, or have. Anyways, young Earth creationist. This dude's in jail? What? All right, y'all didn't come for that. But that's where I got the idea from, and I don't know what else to say. Spy Family. It was a fantastic arc, by the way. It could have made it in the top 5 on a few occasions. Literally nothing wrong. It's good. Slice of life, having funny moments. You're doing the goddamn thing. We finally got a lot of highlights on what her mission is, her growth, who her organization is, where she's from. Like, we got a lot of that. So it's good. It's just very good. And that's what I got. Good. Anyways, in the episode we are on is back to comedy. It was very funny. We're done with the your arc. And that's it. Anyways, what else am I missing? Dr. Stone, fantastic. I should have said what episode or season we're on. So I don't know. I'll probably put it in the description of this video. Anyways, pin comment. That's what I'm gonna do. Pin comment has what episode number was showed. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry about it. So, Dr. Stone, fantastic. Like I said, the previous episodes would have made it in the top 5. And I know it's already been here. Ibra, the villain of this arc, has been doing the goddamn thing. The back and forth raising and escalating the stakes, no one does it better than Dr. Stone. Like, nobody. And that's not an exaggeration. So it didn't make it into the top 5, but its arcs have, and it would have been, like if I did it last week, it would have been. In one of these 4 weeks, I promise you, it would have made it in the top 5. Of the ones that didn't make it in the top 5, Shield Hero and Dr. Stone are animes that would have made it into a top 5 position. I promise you. Apocetheary Diaries, I actually really like it. It keeps me very engaged. I love the opening. It just hasn't really kept me thinking about it. What I happen to already think / know has been very teased. They've given us a lot of information, like look at this, and it's like, we know, and you guys are giving us more information to know. So it's fantastic writing. It's just not in the top 5 position for me. Could it have been? I honestly can't say with confidence that I would have put it in 1. But I can say with confidence that I really enjoy it. It's really good. Like, it's so good. It has a very good opening. You know, I feel like it's always in a 6th spot kind of thing for me. In terms of top 5 anime that we are watching, more than likely, because everything fluctuates. Or maybe even the top 6 ever, nevertheless. It's holding. But, for example, the shows that it's competing with, Dr. Stone is fantastic. Shield Hero. I'm going to use Shield Hero. There's no way Apocetheary Diaries is a better written season. This is only season 1. There's no way this season of Shield Hero is a better written in terms of quality season than Apocetheary Diaries. Apocetheary Diaries got Shield Hero beat in terms of the quality writing. Mind you, we're comparing season 1 to season 3. However, the hype and the fact that it has characters that you already recognize, that Shield Hero is delivering, has really made me excited and just is hitting that top 5 because its episodes are producing top 5 moments. But it of itself, that's another story. It's like the earth, the sun hitting you with these little solar flares where the temperature spikes. Shield Hero is spiking. This one remains just good, very good. I'll say gooder than Spy Family. Yeah, I would say that. With confidence. Let's see what else we got. One Piece. One Piece is good. It's just good. A lot of world building. It's a big moment in the series. It's a big moment. But the series has a lot of big moments. And I just thought it was good. Like, it's good, man. It's crazy what's happening. Like, it's good. But that's just that. That's just that. There's just so much that we're competing with right now, and you know, that's just where we're at, man. I know that's sad. It's sad. One Piece fans are like, but, and I'm like, good. Good. I want to see that. I want to see more of that. I have actually thought about it. I have absolutely thought about this episode. It's just, I'm going to tell you something about this episode. Is that I don't interact with the One Piece community. Because back to shows like Shield Hero, One Piece is constantly delivering better than Shield Hero. But I go into Shield Hero comments and I'm myself in the Shield Hero reactions. So I say some wild stuff in Shield Hero and I don't say them in One Piece. I don't. So while the content is very good, 'cause I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is this not in my top 5? I'm really being objective. I'm not going to just say stuff. And it's because I don't have as much fun reacting to it because I'm not able to be me. Now you guys are going to say be me, especially if you made it here. That means you really like me. Like, if you made it this far into the video, you really like me. Most people are not. This is going to have like a 4-minute average watch time, despite how long it is. So, but you know, like, if you watch One Piece Smile Fruit Revelation, I thought that was hilarious. But if I'm myself, even though people like that, people don't support the product, and I run a reaction channel business. It's like, why I should not laugh at someone getting stabbed if people are not going to support the videos. It kind of just doesn't make sense. I'm shooting myself in the foot, quite literally. So I'll suppress laughing. I don't fake reactions. I don't do an emotion. I don't pretend. I just try to stay quiet. In Jujutusi Kaisen, I do it, and people still are irritated that I'm even covering up my mouth. They like, yo, he even wants to laugh. Y'all gonna say be yourself, and whatever that solution is, and when you can't fully have the fun experience because of things or whatever, or people even in the back of your mind, it just hurts. It just hurts. So I watch it, I have a blast on my wife, and I already know I can't go in the comments. They're gonna spoil it. They're gonna tell me they don't like how I reacted. So I'm basically isolated, where I'm not bonded with the community, and we just watch this week to week. I'm cut off. Goblin Slayer, I think that was a fantastic episode. Again, like, I can go in Goblin Slayer comments and kind of be myself. I kind of find that's very common in the isekai for me personally. I'm more often able to be myself in an isekai than I am a shonen or fantasy. I'm sorry, Goblin Slayer is a fantasy. Except for when I do that. If I accidentally call it an isekai, they roast me. I'm sorry. But I'm able to be myself more in that community. And then Shangri-La is his last, y'all. I don't even think I'm on. I still think I'm behind. My bad. I'm technically behind. That's last. I don't think I have to defend it. Yo, the fights are cool. So that's the video. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to listen to this, because this was long. I should do it way more concise next time, and I will. 10 minutes. I got it out of control this time. My freaking bad. Anyways, I'm your host, YaBoyRocklee. I'm active on the gaming channel. We got a top 10 channel going on where we post the 10 of the dopest types of videos of the week. We post daily. I look forward to interacting with you guys. If you made it this far in the video, you a real one and you have no life. But I love you, because that's literally what my job is, to drain as much of your life as possible for me to sustain myself. I am a online male succubus. Hey Alexa, what's the guy version of a succubus?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a succubus is a female demon or spirit that typically attacks men while they sleep. Their male equivalent is an incubus, and they tend to attack women. Did that answer your question?
Hey Alexa, what? I need some help. Help me in this comment section. Ladies, I love you! And you know I couldn't stop with one channel. Be sure to check out the YaBoyRocklee subsidiary channels in the description of this video. Much love, guys.